Okay, guys, great to be with you again. I just want to give a quick walkthrough of a new report that's come out by a young guy called Vicky Sharma called Kindle Money Market Pro. Vicky got in touch with me and shot a review copy over to me for your attention and for your interest. Okay, you may have got a few emails through about this, you may not, I'm not sure. This is his first product that is put out, and it's an interesting one just simply from the point of view that it's really very much a case study. Do you know what I mean? He does go into a specific case study in one of the one-time offers, one of the upsells, and walks you through precisely the process that he put in place to earn over $5,000 in November. In 2014, November, he earned over $5,000 from the publication of a book that about selling your house. Okay, he has lots of books, and generally you're looking at short, very focused non-fiction books that solve a problem in someone's life. That really is essentially what Vicky is working with to just upscale his profits from KDP. I know many of you are in fiction. You know, this is not really the report for you. But if you're into non-fiction and you're looking for ways to maybe increase your income and improve your ability to pinpoint profitable niches, you know, Vicky's report may be quite useful to you. The story behind how this report came about for me was probably one of the most interesting. This is Vicky here. He's an Indian guy, and over in India there, the way that marriages work is a little bit different. The girl that he was very much in love with was going to be married off to someone else as soon as she crossed her 18th birthday. Now, obviously, this broke Vicky's heart, but his parent, the girl's parents, explained to him, look, if you can't prove to us that you can make money and keep this girl in the way that she needs to be taken care of, you know, there's nothing we can do. Despite liking Vicky, despite, you know, recognizing his love for their daughter, they wanted to see some proof. Now, Vicky was financially broke, you know, and didn't really look like a great prospect. So he went about trying to find out how he could make some income, not some kind of quick income scheme or internet scam, but, you know, real sustainable income that would prove to his the love of his life, to prove to her parents that he was able to take care of her. And he chanced up on Kindle, you know, after much research and some trial and error. He needed something that he could begin to earn money with without putting any money down. Do you know what I mean? He didn't have the money to invest in something. And so the story is quite an interesting one. And he talks about the first $13.59 that he earned from the very first book that he put out. You know, within the first few days, he'd earned $13. Now, that may not seem too exciting, but when it's the first $13 that you see in your bank account from your endeavors, it can be very, very satisfying. But then he goes on to say, look, you know, over the months, you know, the next time I looked, it was $448. And then it went up to 700 and something, until the point where one month he earned well over 5K. And so in the report, really, he outlines a system that he uses to create books quickly and easily, and then sell those books under pen names. So he has pen names that he works with. He outsources, he writes, reviews and researches and writes some of his books, but actually outsources a number of his books. You'll find as you look through the report that actually Vicky's English, although being a lot better than my Indian, is not absolutely the best. Okay, you know, it's easy to read, it's understandable, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not now you can tell it's his second language, okay? And so, here we have a young guy with no money to put down, really in a pinch, and we're not just talking he couldn't pay this month's rent. He could lose the love of his life, and here he is. English is his second language. How is he going to make money writing books? How is he going to make money as an author? And yet, through following the steps that he outlines here, he's making now a sustainable income month on month, and he's able to really step into his dream, make money, and anyways, enough of that. The romance behind this report, I just thought was just something quite beautiful. Anyways, it put a human face to something that sometimes is just more information. Most of us have got so many information products that we wouldn't know what to do with them in a millennium, okay? But, if you're looking to, particularly if you're looking to start out and you want a very thorough step-by-step walkthrough of how you can step into the Kindle marketplace and begin to make money, with a system that can be replicated, so you can replicate your success time and again. Vicky's research and Vicky's writing, Vicky's report is actually, just a solid way to go about doing it. He talks about the phases, he talks about the research phase, the writing phase, the formatting, the publishing, and the promotion. In the research phase, he goes through some of the key sites that he uses, okay? So particularly looking at the Google keyword tool. So he encourages looking at Google to find out what people are searching for. He uses a few examples: quit smoking, get pregnant, etc. And then goes through how he would search for that particular keyword, find other ideas from that keyword, and use that as a basis for researching information on a particular topic that could make a solid, useful book for someone with that problem. Okay. He also talks about going to Amazon to get related searches. That is definitely something that I do, because this is the marketplace where people are searching. We're not looking necessarily for organic Google traffic, although it's good to do that because your books can actually appear in the organic searches in Google as well. But the search engine that we're most interested in is getting people who are actually looking for our solution within the Amazon store. And so he goes into that and shows you how he goes about doing that as part of his research. Then some category research, researching, are there other books in this category? What categories are these kind of books appearing in? And what kind of profitability might want to expect if you get a book created or you write your own book in that category, okay? Using the KDP sales calculator to see the potential of a book, etc. He walks you through how to do that, okay? In the writing phase, he just talks very much about how he takes his research, how he looks at present books to find out what they have got in them, and how he uses that to then create an outline. And this is here a kind of an outline. You can just take a look and see his 3-day system. Okay, so he's got a 3-day system that he uses to write these short, focused, non-fiction, problem-solving books, and gets them actually out there in the marketplace where they can begin to make money for him. So it's very much a publisher type mindset as opposed to a writer's mindset. This is a system whereby you can publish multiple books, and from those multiple books begin to generate really quite significant income on a month-by-month basis. And walks you through each of the days, the 3-day system, how he researches, how he then writes, and some of his books, he actually gets other people to write them for him. And there is an upsell, where he walks you through step by step how he uses Odesk and Fiverr to get most of the, and for want of a better word, most of the donkey work done in actually getting the book written, getting the book covers done, and getting the book formatted. Although he does give some free ways to format your book as a .mobi, etc. as well within his report. So here we go. He uses quitting smoking as his example, walks you through kind of step by step his manner of going about researching, then outlining and creating a book that would answer those problems, answer those questions for people, and make money for him. So he walks through some of the ways that you can format your book. Okay, so just getting a workable table of contents in if you're using OpenOffice or Word, something that's essential really, because if you have really dodgy formatting, you're not going to get the kind of reviews that you're looking for, and your end reader experience is not going to be as good as it should be. So formatting's a key thing. As you know, if you know me, even in the slightest, I'm a big fan of Scrivener, which takes care of a lot of that for you. But Vicky walks through how you can do it in Microsoft Word or OpenOffice and get things looking the way that you want them to. He then goes into day 3, really, which is, just making sure everything is as it should be, getting someone to proofread your book. He gets a family member to proofread his books for him. But, there are other ways to do that. Again, it's something that you can outsource, and you can do it very cheaply and get a good proofreading done of your book very cheaply, particularly if you're writing short books like this. It's oftentimes proofreading is per 100 words or per 1,000 words or whatever, and so if you've just got a very short book, it can actually be very economic to get a professional proofreader to just take a look over. Or like Vicky, you can get a family member to do it, or someone with that kind of eagle eye for just making things right. Again, goes into the formatting. Okay, so walks you through how to do this. Okay, page breaks, the different pages that you should include in your book, applying the styles so your table of contents comes out right, and then converting it to .mobi. He suggests an online conversion tool that's completely free to do that if you've not got other means to do it. Like I say, I personally use Scrivener which kind of does it in the click of a button. But, there's another interesting way to go about doing it should you want to, at no cost to yourself. Okay? And then he goes down into using the previewer to check it all out, and then actually publishing your book. So he walks you through step by step, how to publish the book. Very interesting, actually. I'd never seen this before. He suggests for getting your 7 keywords that you include when you publish your book. You can include 7 keywords, and he suggested this particular tool, which I thought was really interesting. I'd never seen it before, and really interesting. You can actually, you can look at these different places: Google, Bing, Amazon, or YouTube. So let's say we just go Amazon. He used quit smoking as his search query. And then it will go there to Amazon itself, and it will look through and it will look at all of the different things that people are looking for concerning quit smoking. Okay, and so you can go through all of those and find out which ones are the most popular, which ones are the maybe some of the most powerful and the most relevant to your book that you can add as keywords. I just found that was one of the little tips and new tools, certainly to me, that I think will be very useful to some people. Okay, and so there we go through, and talks about getting your cover done and making sure that you've got a cover that looks really, that really draws attention, and how you can do that very cheaply on Fiverr. And then the process of actually publishing your book, which, if you're a publisher on Amazon already in KDP, you will know that. If not, this is a great, very, very quick start guide to make that happen and actually get your book out there on the marketplace. He covers a number of different promotional techniques. They center largely upon Amazon's own promotional techniques if you're part of the KDP Select program. Goodreads is another place that he suggests, and different forums and message boards. If you've got the time and the inclination, and you can join a number of forums. You can go to Yahoo Answers is another place that he suggests, blog commenting, and just begin to get relevant traffic back to your book. Again, easy articles and other directories such as Yahoo Answers. Another good place to do it probably was more popular a number of years ago, but can still work really well. And he makes those suggestions and shows how you can actually put that to use on your behalf. So that's Vicky's main report. There are a couple of upsells that you can purchase if you want. That comes with the main report. There's also a quick start guide. Okay, so just to kind of bullet point, do this, do this, do this, do this, that you can walk through the research phase, the writing phase, the formatting phase, publishing and promotion. Okay, so that just kind of gives you an outline of what is in the report, just in a quick bullet point way that you can refer to if you're following it as a system. And then there are a couple of different upsells. One of them is a case study. Okay, so this is literally how he took this book, 19 Days to Sell Your House. This is the cover that he uses. This is how he took this book, 19 Days to Sell Your House, and over the course of 1 month, it earned him over 5K. Okay, so it's not bad for I think the book cost him about $40 to outsource, and he in the other upsell, okay, he actually shows you how he went about outsourcing that book for $40, and how it resulted in a rather nice... Oh, no, sorry, the outsourcing is for a different book. I apologize. This is a book that he created himself. Okay, so let me just bring that up again, the case study. Okay, so he wrote this book about selling your house in 19 days, and he literally walks you through how he applied what he teaches in the main report for this specific book, and shows you some of the results. So that may be of interest as well, and may just highlight some things that you can apply to your own books. And then there is he actually shows how you can increase the number of books that you're putting out there, how you can take an idea and turn it into a reality without the massive workload of actually writing all those books yourself. So in the outsourcing guide, he does walk through some of the things that are in the main guide. Okay, so there's some repetition there as to looking at your category research, looking at your keyword research. He goes through that again in this, but then goes on to show how you can take that information, okay, and outsource the writing of your short, focused, non-fiction, problem-solving book on Odesk, get the covers done over at Fiverr. Okay, and he suggests some places that he has used in the past and that he would recommend. And then I generally just walks through getting your book set up, making sure you've got the right title and descriptions, etc., so you can begin making money from that outsourced book. Okay, so really very much a publisher model as opposed to a writer model if you're looking to publish numerous books onto the KDP platform and begin making some regular income from those books as you promote them and as you sell them through Amazon. So that's Kindle Money Magnet Pro. It's a pretty solid guide. Particularly if you're first starting out, if you've not read a heap of stuff like this before, there are some little tips and tricks in there that are very interesting. Again, it's the backstory behind Vicky's success on Kindle is one that certainly touched my heart, and I know that if you purchase his report, it will certainly go to a very romantic and very beautiful resolution to Vicky's problems. So God bless you. I hope this was helpful, and just continue to enjoy exercising your creative muscles as you put your value out there. I just wish you every success in whatever you're doing.